Second and 4 for Deshaun Watson as he scrambles out of the pocket, throws to his right, finds Jerry Jeudy, I think for a catch, and a first down grab by Jeudy. Sorry for the late start, everyone. My apologies. But we are here. All we missed was a Jerome Ford 6-yard run, which, by the way, I'm going to go on record right now and say 6 yards for Ford in the first half feels like a season long in half number 1 for Ford. First and 10, Cleveland at their own 42. Snap to Watson. Another handoff goes to Ford. Not a lot of room as Ford is going to get bottled up here. Appreciate everyone's patience. Sorry about that again. We are here. We are live. Let's go. Time and the Buckeye. Video and audio working. You're my eyes in the sky, buddy. Second and 10 coming up here. As our offensive line goes, James Hudson, Joel Petonio, Ethan Posick, Zach Zinter, and then DeJuan Jones. So just Zinter filling in for Wyatt Teller. Everyone else is at the same spot as week 1. We are a little behind Super Chats. We'll catch up in a little bit, though. Watson on second and 10. Flings it out to Ford. He escapes one tackle. Ford doing a good job of generating a couple of yards. Jeremy and James, I see your guys' Super Chats. Don't worry. We're going to get to them in just a little bit. Reed is just getting through a couple of technical things as we start the show. By the way, the Packers have made it interesting with the Vikings. It's 31-29. Oh, they have an onside kick for Green Bay. 3rd and 5 from the Cleveland 46. Watson in the gun. Takes the snap. Pre-snap flag. This might, I think it's going to be on the offense. I didn't see anyone jump. So maybe an illegal shift. False start. Well, what do you know? It's your routine pre-snap penalty by the Browns. DeJuan Jones. That's a little, okay. Fine, I guess so. Third and 10 from the Browns 42. Watson in the gun. Takes the snap. Watson hit as he throws. Finds a man for a first down, Elijah Moore. Am I lagging for you guys at all? Roughing the passer too, which, by the way, I don't really agree with. Unless he got him super up high. It wasn't late or anything. Is this Beth Mowens on the call? Oh, it's Kate Scott. Good job by you. Just knowing your broadcast crew. It sounds like Beth Mowens, but she still has to be probably at the airport in West Lafayette for a Big 10, 11 a.m. game. 1st and 10, Cleveland. First and 10. Watson looking with plenty of time. Great pocket. Flings it over to James Prochet, who's able to break one tackle, and he gets about 4 yards. Jeremy Stallman with a $50 super chat. Jeremy, appreciate you, my man. We're going to get to all these super chats in just a minute.
I got it, Jeremy. I got it, guys. Give me a second. Sorry.
Jeremy is honestly a top 5 human being I've ever met. It's like my dad, Jeremy. I sound like I have daddy issues now. 2nd and 7. Shay's up there too. Watson flings it out to Deontay Foreman. He's going to make a couple of guys miss, and Foreman gets about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. What are Watson's cleats? They look like he just ran through a field of mud. They taped up or just very brown. 3rd and 2. You're in a tough spot here. Can't run yeah. It's empty set and shotgun. Watch this be a quarterback run after Watson said he's not a running back. Does anyone else think Watson's cleats kind of look weird? Snap to Watson. He throws to his left, and this is caught by Cooper, first down. Amari Cooper touches the ball for the first time today. First down, Browns. Really good drive so far by Cleveland. Great job by the rookie, Zach Zinter. Okay? Zach Zinter knows he's got an assignment. So he's going to work on his man. He's going to pass him off to DeJuan Jones, and then he's going to pick up the blitzer. That opens up, that gives Watson time to find Cooper for the first. Audio is breaking up. Are we all good? First and 10. Handoff goes to Ford, and Jerome Ford gets about 3 or 4 yards. Cool guy, I don't think you're going to cut Wyatt Teller, but you might not have a starting gig for him when he comes back. But that's a long ways away, okay? Let's just get through today first. 2nd and 7. How about the Steelers losing, by the way? Biggest fraud 3-0 team in the NFL. Watson in the shotgun. Papa T, appreciate you. We'll catch up on all these super chats at the end of this drive. 2nd and 7. Watson takes the snap. Looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Watson with the lead blocker. And Watson gets about 7 yards and a first down. Audio sound good to everyone? You know what doesn't sound good? 589 people watching and just 77 likes. That is abysmal. Anyone that does not like the video is presumed to be a Raiders fan and faces execution. 1st and 10 as they move inside the game time red zone. Yep. Watson tucks it and runs to his left. Watson throwing short. Caught. Gain. Ooh, Whiteheart. The UDFA Whiteheart. Ray Bidding. They move inside the game time red zone. Game Time, by the way, is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. It filters out the fluff to show you only the good stuff. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app today and create an account and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase as Foreman takes a handoff for no gain. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Ray Bidding, good to see you, my guy. Third and 3. Sorry, don't worry. Watson in the gun, takes the snap. Handoff goes to Jerome Ford. He is stopped at the 1. Good run by Ford. Debbie, good to see you in the chat. First and goal. This drive, by the way, going on nearly minute 10, Reed. Reed's been busting his tail behind the scenes, so everyone show Reed some love in the chat. Watson hands it off. Foreman is stopped. Oh, Nick Harris in at fullback. I was like, why is Shelby Harris there? I was like, oh no. Second and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Under center, play fake. Watson, he's got 2 guys in the end zone. Touchdown! How about that? Touchdown pass from Deshaun Watson to the practice squad tight end that was just called up 1 to 2 weeks ago, and CBS does not even have a package for him. That's how much of an under-the-radar guy he is. Watson, by the way, has 2 guys open in the end zone. But he finds Whitehart for the score, and the Browns march down the field and 15 plays, 70 yards, 9 minutes and change, and they go up 7-0. Show me those TDs. Show me those TDs. Let's go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. TDs are coming in right now. We got 745 people hanging out with us, 173 likes. That's like, what, 10%? I didn't go to school in math, but that's not a good percentage at all. If you have not liked the video yet, go ahead and do so today.
All right, I'm working on getting the super chats up.
Reed is coming up to breathe right now. Reed's kind of like, what's it called in like Marine like boot camp where you go in the water and you lay down with one another and they basically drown you? That's what Reed's been up to so far. Show me those TDs. I got Rodney. I got Cool Guy. Ken G is typing R for Reed.
I want to see your
edits.
TDs.
Reed wants to see your TDs. Talking to you, Ray. Not you, Dibble. Kathy, I'm messing with you guys here. Here we go. Tim Green the third, Ty Man the Buckeye, Rex, James Harper. So, first drive, different team. I mean, that's kind of the tweet here. Go follow me on Twitter. Quick plug. But, first drive, and the Browns look like a different team. Can run, block, and pass. Might just be because it is a Max Crosby less Raiders defense, but we'll take it. Yeah, we have first super chat came in from James Harper. Yep. Bingo. Okay. Here we go. James Harper, $10 super chat. Good afternoon, Browns fans. Let's get this dub. Be loud. Be proud. Like the video and sub for dubs. 21-10 Browns. I love it, James. I love it, my man. Let's go, Brownies. Jeremy Stallman, $5 super chat. Let's go, Browns. 28-17. Get your score predictions in. I don't think 7-0 Browns should, remove anyone from a score prediction unless you thought Cleveland was going to get shut out. Jeremy also adding, Petey, the real chat is here, not over there. Pass it to the intern. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Salute to you. Let's go, Brownies. Raider woman. Petey looking sexy AF today. You know, I just could only interpret this as a bot, but if bots start to super chat, that's game over for them. As the Raiders return gets out to the 25. There's nothing sexier than a slightly overweight, middle 20-year-old man in a Nick Chubb jersey. Jeremy Stallman, let's pick Petey up today. We all need to pick up from time to time. Well, let's get a 7 put on the board and pray that our offensive line shows up and comes to play. Let's go, Browns. Jeremy, appreciate you. I don't know if I need a pickup. Just kind of a long night last night. My buddy got engaged, and so I drove all the way to him to surprise him, but I also had to drive back that same night. So, we're rocking and rolling, Jeremy. Appreciate you as always. Papa T, sup, Matthew? Let's win back some fans today. Go Browns. If you jumped off, I don't want you back on. We have a couple of more super chats, but first and 10, snap to Gardner Minshew. He is going to roll to his right and throw. Oh, my gosh. Had a wide open, I think Brock Bowers, the first-round pick out of Georgia, I would say his first and last drop of the season. He's that good. You got Denzel. It's a zone defense. Yeah, Bauer's wide open. I don't know how he dropped that. That's tough. That's a 15, 20-yard gain wiped away. Papa T, let's go Brownies. Ray Bidding, much love to Chat Sports. We love you, Ray Bidding. One of the longest viewers we have here at the Browns Report. Minshew in the gun on 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Gardner is going to run with it. No, he finds a Brock Bowers. We got a flag. He finds an open player in Brock Bowers, but I think it's going to be on Vegas. Ray, thank you so much. Go Brownies. Here's to Reed.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Brad Allen, who I feel like looks like Allen from 2.5 Men. What's the actor's name? John Cryer. Did you watch 2.5 Men? My dad and I loved that show. That was the show that we'd watch when Mom wasn't home. But the referee today looks like Allen from 2.5 Men. Like, not John Cryer. I think that's the actor. Just Allen. Second and 8. Max T's in the house. We have a run for Zamir White that goes for 2 yards. That's going to be a common theme today. The Raiders are the worst run game in football. White Hearts for White Heart. I love it. I love it, Max. Love it. That's what the emoji is that somehow got changed into like katakana or some kind of Chinese alphabet. Jim Miro, $10 super chat. Jim, we got a game ball on your way. 2-2 is we can definitely still make the playoffs. 1-3 is time to watch YouTube videos of college QBs to see who the Browns can take with the number 1 pick. Jim, you could probably start a YouTube channel with this idea right here because you're not very far off. 3rd and 16. Minshew going deep over the middle. Incomplete. Man, he had he had a Raiders receiver. Just overcooked it. And the penalties for the Raiders really, penalties and drops, just self-inflicted wounds, kind of gave the Browns a bit of a pass. And it's 4th and 16. No Devontae Adams for the Raiders. He tweaked his hamstring in practice. And the Raiders are forced to punt. Jim, thank you so much for your super chat. Go Brownies, Jim. We got Riley and Greasy Flight from north of the border with us today. Fair catch is made at the 35-yard line by James Prochet. So we'll get another look at Watson and the offense. First, Riley. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. We have another flag here. Need this win bad. Cheers. Cheers to you, Riley. Thank you so much. Need this win bad. It's got to be 2-2. Ineligible player downfield on the kicking team. Did the entire Raiders team just sleep with every official's wife and girlfriend? 4 penalties on the Raiders in the first quarter. They as a team average 3 penalties a game, and they've got 4 in quarter number 1. Greasy Flight from north of the border, always Brownstown. Guys, take a look at some of the, crowd shots during the game. If you're watching on CBS, there's a lot of Browns fans there. A lot of orange, a lot of brown. So the Raiders are going to punt all over again, 4th and 21. This time, their punter stands at the back of the end zone. So punt is away. And it's a great punt. Return starts at the 30, across the 40 now. Prochet motoring his way to the 45. I'll be honest, all things considered, having the Browns start at their own 45 when you punt from your own end zone like that, not the worst outcome possible. So 7-0 good, guys. Browns over the Raiders as they get the football for drive number 2. I do want to give our sponsor today a quick shout out, and that is Game Time. So if you are still in on the Brownies, as you should be, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only great seats and great deals. One thing I really like about Game Time is their all-in pricing option. Toggling this feature shows the total upfront cost with no surprise fees at checkout. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Shout out to Game Time for supporting us here at Chat Sports. All right, getting ready for drive number 2 for the Browns offense. Shout out your city. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Always good to see where people are watching from. Reed's going to give some shout-outs here. I just got to fire off a quick tweet or two.
How we doing, everybody? Oh, Greensboro, PA from Kirby. Central Kentucky from Bill. Adam is home. Dibble is in Durham. James Harper's in Lancaster, Ohio. Tomorrow is in Sydney, Australia.
And we have a winner.
Aussie, Aussie, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. How often do they get that? Just the entire Australian population.
Kathy's in Sacramento. Taylor's in Charlotte. Christopher Stofira is in Warren. David Everett's in West Virginia. James is in Memphis. Make It Amazing is in Pennsylvania. Everyone's all over the place. I love it. But we're all right here watching the Browns.
Love to see it.
All right.
1st and 10 for the Browns offense. Watson is going to avoid a sack and run with it and slide and gets about 5 yards. Ethan Posick is injured. So Nick Harris is in at center. Got to be kidding me. Is definitely what? I think it's Beth Mowens. Oh. Okay. Super chat coming in here.
We got a super chat from Bill.
Let's go, Browns. Hello to Petey from West Virginia. Bill, appreciate you tuning in. Go, Brownies. Let's get ourselves a nice 14-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. What do you say, Bill? They're out to the Raiders' 44-yard line. It's a handoff to the it goes nowhere. Gosh, that was a disaster. Loss of 3, 2nd and medium-ish, long coming up here. Papa T, anything going on? Duck/raffle/invite to the wedding. No, can't do the invite part. But we're going to get to the Super Chat menu in a little bit. A little scattered to kind of start here, so I just want to get us off the ground. But yes, we will have a fun duck race, as always, at the end of the game, and we'll share that duck race in a little bit. 2nd and 13, Watson finds Ford in the flat. Ford gets about 5 yards, and they'll bring up 3rd and 8. Third and 9, Ethan Posick walking to the locker room, so it's Nick Harris in at center. Watson 9 for 9 to open up this game. Watson in the gun. 3rd down from the Raiders 44. Takes the snap. Has time. Now he's going to climb the pocket. He's going to run with it. Watson's going to try and get the first. He's not going to get it. He's going to be about 2.5 yards short. It'll be 4th and probably go for it territory. Wouldn't you agree, Reed? Maybe field goal.
It depends. I think. Well, the decision has been made. They're going for it.
They're going for it. 4th and 3. Watson in the gun from the Raiders 37. Maybe he tries to get the Raiders to jump off sides. Play clock running down, and they call a timeout.
Yeah, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0. Sounds good. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll explain later. My mistake. Let's get some good vibes going. While they're at the TV timeout read, let's throw on the Super Chat menu, kind of just building off of Papa T's Super Chat there. 1,000 people tuned in, only 259 likes, though. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. Okay, so Super Chat menu for today. $2 Super Chat, obviously you get a shout out. $5 Super Chat, which we owe a couple of these. Here we go, brownies. $10 Super Chat, Browns Report Football Raffle. If you want to add the word raffle, that's my mistake. We've got a couple of these throughout the season so far. What we're doing today is $10 Super Chat gets you entered into a raffle to win the game ball for today's watch party. So if you want to get this Browns Report Football, I'll sign it for you if you'd like, of course, and we'll mail it to you. And you can add it to your man cave. You can add it to your office, to your dorm, wherever you watch Browns football. I feel like this is just a fun, great piece of Browns memorabilia to add to it. It creates a fun little conversation starter at the very worst of, what's that ball you have there? Well, there's this one YouTube channel I watch. $20 Super Chat. We've got, since the game's in Vegas, a roulette wheel. Reed will throw it on screen in a moment here when he's ready. And then $50, we have the Brown and Orange Club, which we give shout-outs to for the entire 2024 season. So, we owe a couple, here we go, brownies, here we go, woof, woof, here we go, brownies, here we go, woof, woof, here we go, brownies, here we go, woof, woof. It's Brandon's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brandon. Happy birthday to you. I hope we don't get copyrighted for that. You know the birthday song is copyrighted? The guy who wrote it, you can't find it on YouTube anywhere.
Well, we sang it poorly.
Yeah, so. It was not a very good rendition by us.
Yeah.
So, 56-yarder now for Dustin Hopkins. Browns opting to go for the field goal instead of the 4th down attempt. From the right hash, Hopkins to make it a 10-0 game. Kick is up. It is perfect. Drills it. This is the year of the kicker. So, the Browns cash in on both of their drives. It is 10-0 good guys here in quarter number 1. There we go. The wheel spinner. So, Raiders in quite the hole to open up this game. 10-0 already. Browns offense, the Raiders have only had the ball for 3 plays, so it's hard to really make much of an evaluation on the Browns defense. But give credit to the offense. They have answered the call. They have been moving down the field with relative ease. Okay. Browns kick it off, and the Raiders kneel it down. Come on, defense. Feel like the defense kind of got away with maybe some less than stellar play thanks to some penalties and a drop and a bad throw. So let's dial in here. 20 plays for the Browns so far in quarter number 1. This will be play number 4 for the Raiders. Minshew under center. Takes the snap. It's a quick end around to Brock Bowers, who is tough to bring down. He gets a first down. Brock Bowers running his way for 10 yards. Man, you don't see your tight end get an end around. And it's not because Bowers has this track speed. It's because of plays like this. Jordan Hicks has him. But Bowers is that good after contact. He is just that tough to take down. 1st and 10. And an injury on the play? Yeah, no Adams. No Michael Mayer, which I think might be an addition by subtraction. That just means more for Brock Bowers. I'm calling it now. Michael Mayer is going to get traded in 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, they took Brock Bowers in round 1. Jordan Hicks got banged up on that last play. We'll keep an eye on him. Yeah. So $20 super chat. $20 super chat, and since this game is in Las Vegas, I thought we could kind of incorporate a little bit of a roulette wheel into it. Do we have a 20 from this? No. Okay. It's a handoff on 1st and 10 that goes for maybe half a yard. Okay, show him the wheel. So end of quarter number 1, 10-0 Cleveland. $20 super chat. We're going to spin the wheel. I figured since it's roulette, we can't do black and red, of course. We got to do brown and orange. So it's either a dog bowl or 3 raffle entries for the game ball for week 4, Browns versus Raiders. Or there's the green, which in this case is both. 3 raffle entries because everyone hates green, not at Petey's Casino. Green is the one you want here. It's dog bowl and it is 3 raffle entries. And right on cue, James Harper with a $20 super chat. Spin that wheel. What's James gonna get?
Oh, baby. He's gonna get both.
Give him the green. It's in the dog bowl side of things. Dog bowl. Who's ready for this? Ready? Shocker of the year. I forgot a beer.
Oh.
Can read.
Oh, so I have to go get one.
I would offer, but I'm kind of tethered in here. So, $20 super chat.
I also I'm going to separate them. So they're all.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you're able to do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so we'll do that for the next one. My shoe keeps getting untied. Our casino's in its guinea pig stages. All right, wow. Jared Brandt with a $20 super chat. Dibble, we can do that. 100 for 5. How about this? 100 for 6 for Mike Dibble. 100 for 6. If you send in a $100 super chat, Dibble or anyone else, we'll do 6 wheel spins. Buy 5, get 1 free. Quick red zone peek here. The Commanders lead the Cardinals 14-7. The Cardinals are my sleeper team this year. I feel like people gave up on Kyler Murray a little bit too quickly, and Marvin Harrison's going to be a god soon. We owe them another wheel spin. With the tall boys. Or like, yeah, I know. Jared Brandt with a $20 super chat. First one here for James Harper. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Yeah. Do what you got to do. 2nd and 9 right now for the Raiders. Snap, handoff, gain of 2. 3rd and 7 coming up. I want to start something new because I think Bill and Ninja Cow may have provided some inspiration. Let's just start for today. When I say, here we go, Brownies, I'm not going to say the woof woof. I want you guys to put that in the chat. I put up the alley. You guys put down the oop. 3rd and 6. Minshew looking to pass. Throws to his left. Has a receiver open for a first down. Trey Tucker open by a good amount too. Emerson, I think this is just man-to-man. Emerson the whole time is like really reading the quarterback. And he loses track of his own man. 1st and 10, Las Vegas. That's their first completed pass of the day, by the way. They're at the Browns' 40-yard line. Pitch to Zamir White, who is stopped for no gain. Denzel Ward and Ronnie Hickman coming together. Papa T with a $20 super chat. Yeah, we have a couple of super chats to catch up on. We got to go back to James Harper's. That's our first wheel spin. We have 2 more wheel spins coming. We'll save it for after this drive. Oh my gosh, the wheels are going to be spinning all night. It's Vegas. Roulette. I like to play the inside at roulette. 2nd and 10. Throw to the right side is caught Trey Tucker. And good job by Tucker after the play. He gets about 14 yards. He just kind of runs around Denzel Ward. That's not very common on the Warden. 1st and 10, Las Vegas. Like, Ward gives him plenty of space. That kind of speed might not be the exact recipe you want to go with. 1st and 10. Las Vegas making their way towards the game time red zone. They're at the Browns 26. Let's lock in defense here. Handoff up the middle. White. He gets about 8 yards. Raiders. Jared Brandt, appreciate your super chat. Go Brownies, Jared. Second and 2. Minshew under center. Takes the snap, pitch right. It's a run, and it's going to be a successful run, too. Inside the 10, gain of about 9. Raiders have 1st and goal. Mike Dibble with a $100 super chat. Dibble, 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 Dibble. Dibble. 1st and goal for the Raiders. Jordan Hicks walking to the locker room. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be about a pickup of 2. Mike Dibble. Let's get that super chat on screen when we can. Everyone spam Dibble in the chat right now. Papa T with a $20 super chat. Please spin that for my dog, Max T. You got it, Thompson men. 2nd and goal, Jeremy Stallman. Roulette spin, please. We owe 1, 2, 3, 4 different spins for 4 different people. But $100 is 6 spins as the Raiders run it on 2nd and goal, and they get about half of the yardage needed. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Patrick, thank you for your $10 super chat.
That gets him added to the raffle.
Perfect.
Yep. $10 super chat gets you added to the raffle for our game ball giveaway, which will be at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Mike Dibble.
Mike Dibble.
Let me read it after this one, Dibble. But Dibble.
Let's go.
3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Minshew in shotgun. Takes the snap. It's some trickery. It's a run to the left. Delpit tracking him down. I think Trey Tucker's got the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Delpit just couldn't quite keep up with him. And the Raiders put together a nice response after a 10-0 lead from the Browns. Yeah. That's a touchdown. Damn. Making the Raiders' run game look good is embarrassing. They ran it 9 times that series. They average 50 yards a game. Extra point from Carlson is up and good. 10-7 Browns over the Raiders. Dibble with a $100 super chat. Dibble, thank you. Well, let's make this spicy. I genuinely want to see 6 spins. Love everyone here. We have the best fans. We need this one. Final point. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Let's go. We have some wheel spins. Okay. Let's go in order of when the super chats came in. So our first wheel spin is for Jared Brandt. It's roulette. We're in Vegas. How can we not spin the wheel? Okay. So first one is for Jared Brandt. You ready, Reed? Spin. Oh, put it on screen. Put it on screen.
Oh, no.
Okay. Reed forgot to hit space bar. It's okay.
I did forget.
Okay. Here we go. Spin that wheel. Almost got to the green. It's a dog bowl for Jared Brandt. Go Brownies, Jared. Okay. Next one. Oh, next one for Jeremy. Papa T. Papa T. This is for Papa T.
For Papa T. Papa T?
Oh!
Oh!
Looking like 3 raffle entries.
3
raffle entries for Papa T. Again, $10 super chat if you want to guarantee a spot for our Week 4 game ball, Browns at Raiders. Yep.
All right, we got one more?
Mm-hmm. This next one is for Jeremy Stallman.
Jeremy Stallman. Spin that wheel.
For Jeremy. Look, that's going to be close.
It's a
Dog bowl. For Jeremy Stallman.
I guess I'll join in.
And now, 6 wheel spins for Mike Dibble. We said if you send in $100 super chat in, you get 1 wheel spin for free. So, Raiders kick it off. Low kick, fielded at the 1. across the 20. Foreman is tackled at the 27. All right, here we go. Let's get our wheel spins in. For Mike Dibble, wheel spin number 1. And Mike Dibble gets 3 raffle entries. Here comes Watson for another series. The Browns have scored on both possessions so far today. We got 5 more spins for him. Spin number 2. Snap to Deshaun Watson, throws to his left. It's behind Judy a little bit and dropped. 2nd and 10. All right, spin that wheel. And it is going to be a dog bowl. Cheers, Dibble.
Zach Miller with a $10 super chat.
Appreciate you, Zach. Wheel spin number 3 for Dibble. Watson, pressure, able to get it out. He finds Jerome Ford, who is going to get dropped for a loss. I'd like to see Ford on that play just try and, salvage the play and just get back to the line of scrimmage, not try to make a big play out of it. 3rd and 12. One more wheel spin. There's no throw, I'm saying one more right now. And it is 3 more raffle entries for Mike Dibble. Oh my God, that guy's eating a leg. 3rd and 12. Watson in the gun. Takes the snap. Throws, check down to Jerome Ford. And he's just going to get about 3 yards. And the Browns quickly go 3 and out. So Cleveland will punt for the first time today, midway through the second quarter. Yep.
Dibble. 4th wheel spin.
Ooh.
Another dog bowl. Last wheel spin coming up.
No, he has 6 spins.
6. 2 more, sorry. James Lynch with a $20 super chat. That's another wheel spin.
All right, Corey Bajorquez punts his ball away. Spin that wheel. Oh, punt's bobbled, but he gets it out. And, oh, wow. What a hit. That's Isaiah McGuire. So the return man bobbled it initially, collects it, and then Isaiah McGuire is going to pick him up and put him down. Take a seat, son. Spin that wheel. 2 more times for Dibble. And then James Lynch. Another dog bowl. Cheers, Dibble. Go Brownies. Spin that wheel. Three raffle entries for Dibble. Dibble, that's the
Dibble
most Vegas.
has 9 entries.
That was the most Vegas thing ever, by the way.
Yeah.
It went back and forth, I think, every single time.
Yep.
And then we spin one more time for James Lynch, and then we'll throw all those super chats on screen. James Lynch, your $20 super chat raffle spin. Or wheel spin, sorry. Oh, 3 raffle entries. James, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Go Brownies. Okay, let's just kind of cycle through those super chats super quickly as the Browns offense, for the first time today, really fails to move the ball much at all. Watson kind of checking it down on 3rd down, which is going to be interesting because at this point, there are just so many people that don't like Deshaun Watson as the quarterback for the Browns that they're just going to have to find ways to nitpick. And listen, there are plenty of things Watson has done that deserves criticism, but like, the new thing is going to be like, now he checks it down. You know what I mean? Like before it was he's inaccurate. So it's like the goalpost for some people that just predetermined no matter what Watson does, it's wrong, is going to be going all over the place. Alaska Cap with a $5 super chat. Greetings from Browns Alaska chapter. Homer, Alaska, originally from Parma, fan by heredity. Alaska Cap, thank you for watching all the way from Santa's backyard. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Go Brownies. Stay warm. It's September, but it still feels like an appropriate thing to say to anyone living in Alaska. And here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Myles Garrett on the field right now. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Snap to Minshew. It's a handoff, and Zamir White gets about 3 yards. Zach Miller, $10 super chat. Thank you for watching, Zach. We'll get you added to the raffle for the game ball with that $10 super chat. James Lynch with a $20 super chat, which we just spun the roulette wheel for. Second and 8. Minshew under center from his own 22. Handoff goes to White, and he's going to get about 4 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 coming up. We, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, crossed 37,000 subscribers over the weekend. So really appreciate, obviously, everyone that has subscribed so far. But now we just get to march to 38K. 38K is coming up next. Chip, chip, chip. Chipping away, baby. 3rd and 3. In the gun, Minshew from his own 27. Snap. Throwing to his left, and this is caught. 1st down, Las Vegas. Speaking of the AFC West, by the way, Chargers lead the Chiefs 10-0. Chiefs with the ball and driving, though. 1st and 10. Minshew in the gun. Takes the snap. He throws to the left, and he has an open Trey Tucker for a gain of about 9. Second down and 1. Handoff. And a big run. All the way to the Browns 35. 20-plus yards. I do not like that the Browns defense is serving as the doormat for the Raiders' offensive line and ground game issues. Alexander Madison. First and 10. They're at the Browns 34. Handoff, left side. And Madison weaving out of tackles. There is a flag. Holding on the offense. On the rookie from Oregon, Jackson Powers Johnson. First and 20. Seeing some Isaiah McGuire on defense. That's the product of Myles Garrett being injured. Snap to Minshew. He quickly throws it out to Tucker, who takes a big hit from second-year man Cam Mitchell. Gain of 3 on 1st and 20, so is that 2nd and 17? TJ Showman Golf with a $10 super chat. Third or 2nd and 16 from the 40. Empty set. Minshew takes the snap, runs to his right. He finds Brock Bowers, who gets about 6 yards, and that'll bring him about 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 11. TJ, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Glad to see you, Petey. I hope for a Browns win today. TJ, you and me, brother. Let's start with a stop here on 3rd and 10 from the Browns 34. Minshew calling an audible. In shotgun, takes the snap. Minshew dancing, incomplete. Just zipped it out to his running back, Zamir White, in the flat, who couldn't quite handle it. It's incomplete. And now the Raiders will attempt about a 52, 53-yarder. So here comes Daniel Carlson for a 50-plus yarder to tie the game. Browns, I feel like Groundhog Day. Right back to last week, right? Early start, good lead. Just gone. Papa T, when Garrett's off, the defense is off. Yeah, Myles Garrett has been in and out of the game, but mostly out of the game. Was not on that last play as the 52-yarder is perfect. So the Raiders respond with 10 points of their own, and with a little under 3 minutes to go, the Browns will get the ball back, a chance to take the lead before the end of the half because the Raiders start the second half with the football. All right, while they're at commercial, I think we got to tell everyone watching about game time, Reed. Okay. So 10-10. Browns score 10. Raiders respond with 10 of their own. Now, today's show is made possible thanks to our friends over at Game Time. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It's game time. All right, super chat coming in from Papa T. Oh, no, we're all covering super chats. Oh, no, let's predict what's going to happen on this drive here. What is going to happen for the Browns on this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? I'm going to give some shout-outs here. I'm feeling touchdown. Feeling a nice response from the offense. Put me down for a touchdown. Kathy's going with field goal. Amoni Edits is going with field goal. I got some punts and some turnovers being trickled in. Beth Hall, good to see you, Beth, going with touchdown. Dibble says touchdown. Jacob Kistner, take away the signature Stefanski scripted first drive of the game. How good are the Browns really doing? You say signature. I'm not like saying you're wrong, but is it really a signature Stefanski drive or scripted set? I guess I never thought of it as like the scripted drives are always great. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We got 1,300 people tuned in at the moment 374 likes. Can we get ourselves up to 400 likes? And a line drive kick is fielded and bobbled at the 1 by Foreman. He picks it up, crosses the 15, and he stopped at the 16-yard line. So some teams are doing much better with the new kickoff rules than others. Credit the Raiders. I like this approach of force them to return it from like the 1 or 2 yard line. First and 10. They're at the 17-yard line. Watson in shotgun. Tied after scoring on the first 2 drives, punting on the last. It's a run for Ford, and Jerome Ford gets about 2 yards. 49ers have jumped all over the Patriots. It's 20-0 San Francisco. A couple of 1 and 2 teams right there, by the way. What's that? Eagles lost 33-16 to the Buccaneers. 2nd and 9. Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Throwing over the middle. Has Judy. Big first down. All the way to their own 35. About a gain of 20. Good throw, good catch. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Jerry Jeudy. He has really become a big part of this offense. I mean, as expected, he's talented, a trade, but I really like what we've seen so far from Jeudy. Hey, cool guy. Did everyone forget about the lawyer who said stuff about video evidence? I was literally thinking about this 2 days ago. And I wanted to give the week, like the rest of the week to finish off before I kind of circled back on. So the attorney, Tony Busby, said there would be pertinent video evidence coming out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is up. I mean, it's not up, but, you know, it's been 2 weeks. So I don't know if that was just a complete lie or a bluff. It's a tough thing to lie about. Or if it was just a Hail Mary to get a plea or get a settlement with Watson. But yeah, that's been kind of strange. We were supposed to get pertinent video evidence in 2 weeks. Maybe he turned something into the NFL, and the NFL is like, this isn't much at all. I have no idea what that could be. But you're right. It's a little weird that we were told a timeline. We have run through that timeline, and there's no new update. I was kind of waiting, too, the whole week, like, are we going to get something? No. Oh. Papa T, appreciate your super chat, as always. Yeah, how about Joe Flacco? I'm seeing Tommy talk about it. Joe Flacco came in for an Anthony Richardson who got banged up. And, I mean, I guess held on is the right way to put it. Held on to win. But, you know, picked up some points along the way. I was all over Colts over Steelers today. It just felt like it would be a Steelers come down to earth game. And Colts think they're a good team game. I still don't think either team is just very good. That's my assessment of both those teams. I don't think either team gets more than 9 wins. Okay. So 2-minute warning is over with. First and 10. Browns offense breaks the huddle. Nick Harris is in at center. Ethan Posick has been out of the game for much of it with an injury. From the Browns 35. Quick throw to the right. It's caught by Jeudy. He has a blocker in Cooper, and Jeudy is able to get about 5 yards. Jerry Jeudy, of course, 4 years with the Broncos, so 4 games in Las Vegas. He's somewhat familiar with the area now. 2nd and 5. In shotgun, Watson takes the snap, play fake, looking, has all day. Now he rolls to his left and he throws, and it is caught. Elijah Moore, no, Jerry Jeudy. That 3 kind of looked like the 8 for a second. 1st and 10, though, a gain of about 17 to 20 yards. Let's watch Jeudy. He's going to line up all the way at the top of the screen and just work his way across the middle of the defense. And Watson, this is a great throw, right? He's got a defender.
Very, very good throw.
He's on the run. If that's a little bit behind Jerry Jeudy, that's intercepted. And that's a pick that we see often. Quarterback running, throwing on the run, and he doesn't quite get enough power on it. 1st and 10, Watson out to the Raiders 41. Rolling to his left. He's going to check it down and complete. I think he more or less just threw that ball away. There was nothing there. 2nd and 10. Ooh, quick peek in here for Kansas City as Mahomes airs it out to Xavier Worthy. 54-yard touchdown for anyone that has either one in fantasy. 2nd and 10. Watson breaks the huddle. Minute 39. Browns have 2 timeouts. It's a handoff to Deontay Foreman. These running backs get the ball, and I'm not criticizing or critiquing them, but they're waiting like patiently for something. There's nothing. Like they just tiptoe their way to 1 yard and get tackled. What are these costumes? Oh my gosh, you see this? Looks like a cabaret show right now. Timeout was called. I don't know if it was by the Browns or by the Raiders, though. So the Raiders call their first timeout to preserve some time for their offense, potentially. Minute 34 as Watson and the offense break the huddle. Kind of just outside of field goal range. The ball sits right on the 40. So it would be a 58-yarder if they don't gain another yard. Empty set for Watson. He's in shotgun. Takes the snap. All-out blitz. Watson going deep with it to Cooper. Oh. Man, Cooper was open. Watson thought he was doing something else. It's just a miscommunication. Watson's pretty fired up right now. I mean, he just kind of let's watch this. DeJuan Jones. Well, DeJuan Jones has 2 guys coming at him. So what does he do? He blocks neither one. Like.
Dude, pick one.
The only example I can give to someone who's kind of in my age group is like in Call of Duty when you have like 5 guys in front of you and you don't know who to shoot first and you end up shooting none of them. So the Browns are going to punt it now. We'll talk about the decision in a moment. The Browns punt it, and it is downed at the 2-yard line, 3-yard line. This is kind of why I don't mind punting here. Like, if you miss that 58-yarder, you give the Raiders a really short field, and they get the ball to start the second half.
It's basically saying going in, you just want to go into the half tied.
Yes. Yes, it would be nice to, of course, make the 58-yarder. But the alternative is you miss and they get the ball at midfield, or you could pin them really, really deep. And I wouldn't even rule out, by the way, getting the ball back. Like, my guess is the Raiders now are going to, like, kind of wave the white flag. They might run it 2 times and see if they can get anything on the ground. But if they run it on 1st and 10 and don't get anything, maybe the Browns kind of call a timeout and go, well, we'll try to get the ball back around midfield ourselves. Christopher, I had hope for Jones. I don't know what's going on with DeJuan Jones. I don't know if it's just the draft evals are coming to truth and coming to light, which is he's nearly 7 feet tall, almost 400 pounds, but he doesn't move. Because last year he moved pretty well. I don't know if he's still dealing with a lingering knee injury. Like, you just got to think about it from a anatomy standpoint. 400 pounds almost on your joints is a lot. If you get injured and require surgery, it might be too much to overcome. Not a doctor, but cool guy thinks he gained weight. Maybe, yeah, he probably did gain some weight. It is time for him to get like the Derrick Henry vegetarian diet. I wonder how much these guys are snacking like away from the facility. Because you know what the Browns know what they feed these players. Like, they have meals for all of them.
Chef, I think Watson was yelling at Jones because he had 2 people and blocked nobody.
Yeah.
And yes, Watson threw it to the wrong side, but I think he was just more upset at Jones of like, dude, block.
I think
Like,
we're
pick
just
one.
seeing 4 weeks of frustration kind of really start to boil over for Watson. It's like, guys, if that block is picked up, by the way, it very well could be 6 points to Amari Cooper, right? I think Watson threw to a spot that he thought Cooper would be at. Clearly the two weren't on the same page. You give Watson, I would say even 0.75 more seconds, and he finds Cooper where he is.
What's up, Ninja Cal?
1st and 10 for the, false start. Definitely a flag on someone as flags get thrown. All right, Watson's being a nice leader right now. He's going over to Jones. Yeah. False start. It's on the rookie Jackson Powers Johnson, his 2nd flag of the game. Like, if he holds his block, you could tell Watson thought Cooper was just running a complete go route. Cooper, it's probably like an option route where it's based on the safety. Jameis Winston. 1st and 11. Raiders hand it off. Oh, it's a great run. Zamir White, touchdown saving tackle, arguably by Ronnie Hickman. Gain of probably 15, but it could have been a lot more. Clock's ticking. They're at 60 seconds. Out to the 19-yard line. Minshew in the gun. Snap to Gardner. He is sacked. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's going to work on, and he does the signature Myles Garrett, which is he's going to spin, and he's going to find, like when he finishes the spin, he almost spins himself into just a complete bear hug with the quarterback. It's kind of like in basketball. You're posting up on a guy, you're going back, and then you spin to go to the hoop. The hoop here is Gardner Minshew. Let's go.
Spam 95 or S. Both work. Both work.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Second and 16. Minshew takes the snap. It's a handoff to White, who gets about 6 yards, and that's probably going to take us to the half, honestly. Oh, no, Stefanski calls a timeout. So 3rd and 12 with 37 seconds left. Stefanski calls timeout number 2. So Raiders will likely run it here, and that'll take us to 35 seconds left. Call a timeout then. You're probably just trying to see if you can block the punt. Force the Raiders to punt it. Maybe you get a big return out of it. And the Raiders are just going to kneel it. Call a timeout. Oh, that was their final timeout. I'm sorry, everyone. I thought they had one remaining. So, after 30 minutes, we are even. 10-10. Browns put up 10. Raiders responded with 10 of their own. And it'll be Las Vegas football to start the second half. So we're going to get the first half stats for you guys in just a moment. Reed has his, what do you want to call it, school of fun of the halftime with Reed. While I go fill up my water and run to the bathroom. But first half impressions, obviously, great start. And then similar to last week, just not being able to have continued success. Defense, though, is the story right now. The Raiders have been the worst run game in football, and the Browns are making it look like Walter Payton and Barry Sanders is back there. Unacceptable. Just from an execution level, it has to be better. Missed tackles, arm tackles, guys getting blown off the ball. Right now, the Browns defense is in some hot water in my eyes. A lot of work has to get done defensively. Offensively, you put up 10 points. I'm not going to be overly critical. Would it be nice to score every series? Sure. Is that realistic? No. I thought Watson had a pretty good first half. Defense. They are on my naughty list right now. Yeah. A lot of football left, though. So, big second half coming up. Browns need to find a way to come out with a win here. 1-3 is a death sentence, in my opinion. Okay. We'll throw on the Week 4 stats between the Browns and the Raiders. Bingo. So, Watson, like I said, 14 for 17, 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Solid first half. Not going to say it's terrific or bad or anything. But Zamir White, 11 carries, 47 yards. This is a Raiders team that averages about 55 yards on the ground a game as a team. And White has nearly all of that in the first half. So, Reed, the Ducklings are yours for the next 5 or so minutes while I fill up my water and go to the bathroom. Reed, take it away.
Oh, baby. We know what time it is? Who knows what time it is? It's half off halftime, baby. Half off halftime. Let's go. I got some good stuff to cook up with you. Let me just put it up real quick. Because we do have the wheel spins. So, half off halftime. It's only going to be $10 for a nice little wheel spin. Because we're in Vegas. I thought it was such a great idea. Petey came up with the idea. I was like, that's perfect. All right. Let me show you this. Yeah, right. Boom. Every super chat. Beer cheers. $10 for the roulette spin, which I don't know if you know, there's a lot of good stuff on there. The beer bowl will be, I'll drink, but you could possibly get 3 raffle entries for the football. All right, how are we feeling? So, let's see. What are we talking about here? Kathy talking about what you're having, your fried chicken, mac and cheese with broccoli with corn. Oh, Kathy, that sounds amazing. Oh my goodness. All right, grade the first half. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give it C+, B-. What do you guys think? Chef saying Watson's getting time, y'all. He's going to get some open receivers and hopefully find them. Come on. So, I agree. He's had some good throws. The throw to Jerry Jeudy while he was rolling out to the right was a very good throw. I think once he gets more time, he's got weapons on the outside. Ground game sucks. That's for some reason Jerome Ford and we're really missing Chubb. That's the biggest thing. Is not having Nick Chubb is just unfortunate. Chuba giving Watson a B+. I'd say B- maybe. Chuck giving a D, Beth giving a C, Jacob Kistner. What's up, Jacob Kistner? Giving a C, Kenji giving a C. Habu giving an F-. I don't know if that's a thing, but I guess we're not doing well in your eyes. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's 10-10, but Sunday, do you know when Mike Hall Jr. is coming back? I do not. That is he's on the commissioners list, the commissioners, what's it called list? I don't know the specific rules with that. I'd have to go and look at it. Petey might know. But yeah, when you're on the commissioner's exempt list, it's not a good thing. So I don't know the exact date that he'll come back, but not for a little bit, I don't think. But we'll ask Petey that question when he comes back. But yeah, every super chat, beer cheers. $10 roulette spin. That's the 3 entries or a dog bowl, which I'll just drink out of here. And then $50. I got a little beer bong here. Right here. If you guys can't super chat, totally okay. That's fine. As long as you like the video and subscribe, that's all that matters. Jim Merrill, $10 super chat. Let me put it on screen. He said, oh, Jim. Oh, Jim. Let me put this on screen for you. Oh, no. All right, let me see. What do we got here, Jim? What do we got here, Jim? Oh, let me put it up. All right, here you go. Reed, you look buzz. Spin me a winner. Go Browns. Thank you, Jim, for your super chat. I'm going to put you down for another raffle entry for that $10, and then we'll spin the wheel for you. We'll see what you get. I'll see if I can't make some magic for you. Jim, another. Oh my God, I can't use my computer. Oh my God. Oh, where's it going? It's leaving. What's going on here? There it is. All right, Jim Merrill, another one. And that means we're spinning the wheel. All right, ready? Here we go. Let's go. It's going to look funny, but here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's spin this wheel for Mr. Jim. All right. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. We're moving that there. All right, you guys ready? Here we go, Jim. Oh, Max with a $10 super chat. I didn't even realize. Dog bowl. So that's, I'll just take a good old chug. All right. Thank you, Jim. And then we got Max. Max with a $10 super chat. That is a wheel spin. I will spin that right for you, Max. Max said, front line composed of invalids. Give them all blue handicap passes to hang on mirrors in front of windshield. Another dog bowl. You know what? Just for fun, I'll do it out of here. Come on. Here we go. $10 because it's half off halftime. Usually it's $20 for the wheel spin, but it's half off halftime with producer Reed. So you get $10 and it's a wheel spin. Thank you, Max. Let me put your super chat up. Oh man, I love hanging out with you guys. This is awesome. This is awesome. 3 drops of beer. How's that dog bowl? Oh, Stephen Lewis, $10. Let me spin that wheel for you real quick, Stephen. And Chef, my dog Zeke needs a bowl. Let me Let me get Petey to bring me another beer because I am all out. I'm not prepared. I wasn't expecting you guys to get this. All right, here we go. All right, this one is for Steven. Here we go, Steven. 3 raffle entries for Steven. Let's go, Steven. Let me put you down, Steven Lewis. Another one. Let's go. All right. And then we got another one for Chef. And then Patrick Hughes with a $10 super chat. Here we go. Here we go. We're cooking with fire now. All right. This one is for Chef. Here we go, Chef. 3 entries for Chef. All right, got you down, Chef. And then we got Patrick Humes. Here we go, baby. Spin that wheel. I'm waiting for someone to get both. Dog bowl or entry? Dog bowl. All right, Petey is coming back right now, so he will do the dog bowl for that one. Because I am all out of beer, unfortunately. I can't leave you guys alone. All right. Stephen Lewis, thank you for your first-time super chat as well. That is awesome. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Petey's back.
I hear I owe a dog bowl.
You owe a dog bowl.
Dog bowl for who?
A dog bowl for Patrick Humes.
Patrick Humes, appreciate you hanging out with us during half-off, halftime.
And those $10 super chats also get you a raffle entry.
Okay. We'll show the dog bowl here for Patrick in just a second.
Give me 1 second, sorry.
But 10-10 of the half here. Raiders watch party with Mitchell Renz is, I would say, feeling pretty good. And if I were them, I'd be feeling like, you kind of erased a 10-point deficit. You felt like you were the underdog in this game. Not too bad, all things considered. But hopefully the Browns can just kind of pitch a second-half shutout and really pull away with this game here.
For sure.
Patrick, here we go, Brownies.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies.
There we go. Quick red zone peek here. It is 20-3 49ers over the Patriots. I was kind of all over the 49ers just blowing out New England. Cross-country trip, and not a very good Patriot squad in my opinion. So, half off, halftime. Have we shown them the?
It is still half off halftime.
The MVPs and whatnot. By the way.
Yeah.
Good. Just want to cycle through those one more time here.
Get that.
So, biggest super chats over the first 3 weeks of the season. Tim Green, Scorpion, Jeremy Stallman. What's the biggest one today? Oh, it's Dibble with 100 too.
With 100.
So, Dibble so far in the driver's seat for MVP. And then we've got our MVP as well. Okay.
Oh.
Have we shared with the MVP? I don't think we have.
This one.
So Dibble right now with a $100 super chat is in the driver's seat for the MVP. Whoever the MVP is, which for today is going to be the largest super chat, they're going to get a Browns jersey, and they're also going to get a Chat Sports hat. So party foul on me for not airing that earlier. But yeah, largest super chat, you get a Browns jersey and a Chat Sports hat. Right now, Mike Dibble at 100 bones is the leader in the clubhouse. Kneel down as we begin the second half. It will be Raiders football. Okay, come on, offense. Offense and defense both need to kind of wake up a little bit, but defense especially. Like, you can't make the Raiders' ground game looks good. It's the worst in the NFL. First and 10. Throw over the middle, and this is caught. Jacoby Myers gets him all the way out to the 50. Like a gain of 20 on a simple slant. It's an RPO, right? Denzel Ward just gets beat on this play. First and 10. Under center, Minshew. Pitches to the right, and a run with a big hit made by J.O.K., Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I feel like on behalf of the entire defense, just showed a lot of frustration and decided we're going to really lay the hammer here and put an end to this ground game. J.O.K. avoids the blocker, which is Andre James. Big hit. 2nd and 9, just shy of the 50-yard line. Minshew throwing over the middle, incomplete. Pass was just a little bit off target. Put you here. Nothing. 3rd and 9. Spam those threes. Third and long. Have to get off the field here. You cannot let opposing teams off the hook on 3rd and long. Myles Garrett pretty much lining up at center right now. Over the center. And Minshew throws, and this is incomplete. Hit as he throws. There's a flag. Oh, I think this is going to be roughing the passer. It's indeed roughing the passer. It's on Alex Wright for going high up on the quarterback. It's not that it's late, it's that he gets the quarterback in the head. First and 10. I mean, it's going to put the ball out at the Browns' 35. So annoying. We've seen 2 roughing the passers really hurt this Browns defense. Last week against the Giants, and then today. Play action for Minshew. He floats it out to his tight end, who gets about 13 yards and a first down. First and 10 Raiders. Minshew from the Browns 21. Takes the snap. It's a run with Zamir White for 2 yards. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here we go. 2nd down defense. Minshew in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throwing to his left, and this is caught by Jacoby Myers. Gain of 4. No run after the catch. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Third and 4. Get off the field now. Let's just salvage this defensive series with a field goal and get the offense back on. Minshew in the gun. Takes the snap. Throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. No flags. 3rd and 4 turns into 4th and 4. And the Raiders, I assume, are going to kick a field goal now. No flag, no flag, no flag. And Daniel Carlson will come on for a relative chip shot field goal, 34 yards. But it will give the Raiders the first lead of the day. And it is good. So, 4.5 or 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. Oh. I don't know, dude. 13-10, Raiders over the Browns. Okay, come on. Let's go. Got a lot of time left, a lot of game left. Offense really needs to put together a drive here. Let's go field goal for field goal. Let's put up 6. Let's do something, right? Watson, I think, has looked pretty good today. Can move around the adjectives as you see fit, but he's been accurate with the football. Just hasn't really had that big explosive play through the air yet. Awaiting that right now. Offensive line could play better. Ground game could do a little bit more. Those are 2 starting points for sure. As the 49ers peek into the red zone here, have extended their lead. It is 27-10, San Francisco. Okay, so what's going to happen on this drive? Who you got? All that good stuff here. For me, the offense, when it comes down to what I would like to see out of them this series, can we really see, like, starting from front to back improvement? Like, can we see the offensive line kind of hold a block a little bit longer? And then I want to see Watson when he's got a good pocket, because it's not like he never has a good pocket. But when he's got one, can we try for a big explosive play? Like, can we try and push the ball down the field a little bit more? You know what I mean? You can start the noon games and just work your way up. So you can still show the noon games, though. So recapping what we have seen so far today, Falcons with a thrilling near walk-off field goal, 26-24. Bears knocked over the Rams, 24-18. Colts with Joe Flacco quarterback in the team for much of the game, held on to win over the Steelers, giving Pittsburgh their first loss. And the Buccaneers just whomped on the Eagles. Jags blow a late lead to the Texans. Broncos erase a, deficit, come back to win 10-9. Bengals pick up win number 1 in Carolina. Vikings had a huge lead and let the Packers nearly come back and win this game. But a failed onside kick put Minnesota in a 4-0 spot. Commanders over the Cardinals 24-7. Patriots, by the way, are now trailing 27-3 after a 49ers score. And it is 10-7, Chargers over the Chiefs. And now 13-10, Raiders over the Browns. Return for Cleveland gets across the 25. Who watched our Madden series with us during the offseason? I would like to see the Browns just take the free 30 yards. Just let it go into the end zone. First and 10. Ethan Posick is back in at center. So really good stuff to see him back. Snap to Watson on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle is caught. Gain of 9 to Amari Cooper. Jeez. Yeah. 2nd and 1. In the pistol. Watson. Snap. Handoff. Foreman. Get the first, Foreman. I don't know what he's doing back there. There's no big home run play, but get the first down. They spot him with a first. For anyone else watching that, it looked like Foreman was spending so much time looking for something bigger to develop. Get your 3 yards and move the sticks. It's 2nd and 1. That's the name of the game plan. 1st and 10. Under center, Watson takes the snap. Play fake, rolling to his left. Watson is going to run with it. He gets 2 yards. Is that Christian Wilkins? One of the Raiders' defensive linemen was on top of Watson. The moment he really dropped back, it was basically just run for your life mode for Watson. 2nd down and 9. Yeah, coming up here. From their own 37-yard line, Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. Throwing short to Jordan Akins, who's able to make a couple of guys miss. Gets the 1st down. Good run after the catch. That kind of looked like the chief right there, David Njoku. 11-yard gain for Akins, who continues to fill in, I think, very well for Njoku. Good stuff.
Cool guy said, "We want Chubb. When do we want him?
Now. Hopefully week 6 for Chubb. I don't think he's going to come back next week when he's first eligible against the Commanders, but maybe the Eagles.
Oh, I think Sunday was asking me about...
It's a run for Jerome Ford to the outside. Ford is going to get about 1.5 yards. What's that?
Sunday was asking me about Mike Hall Jr. and when he's coming back, and I said I don't know because he's on the commissioner exempt list.
What's the term? He pled no contest in a court hearing, so I think the legal side of it's over. Now it's the NFL doing their own investigation, which I don't think should take this long if the legal side's over with. Timeout right now. I think it's an injury timeout. I just don't know who it's on. Robert Spillane highlights from the Steelers in 2020. 2nd and 8. Watson approaching the 50. Takes the snap. Looking all day. Throwing over the middle. Oh my gosh, it's intercepted. It's tipped up by his own receiver and picked off. I think it's Judy or Elijah Moore. Was it Cooper? Cooper just, whoever the receiver is, Cooper just drops the shit out of this. I don't know how to call it. It just it just ricochets off of Cooper's chest protector right into the air for an interception. You know when you see examples of like that interception wasn't on the quarterback? I don't know if I've ever seen a more defined example of that is not on the quarterback. It hits Cooper right here, and it just pops up in the air for one of the easiest picks of that Raiders DB entire career.
I was about to get my graphic ready for what a grab by Coop. Bam,
Dude,
Coop.
I was just thinking, like, he's got a good pocket. Let's see, a kind of a big chunk play here. Ball goes down the field. It's on target. It could not have been more on target. It just has to get caught. This is what I kind of circle back to. Has Watson been great? No one should say that Watson's been perfect. But when he has DeJuan Jones just completely be a turnstile and negate what could have been a huge play, and Amari Cooper just drop a pass for an interception. Yeah, the stats aren't going to look good. I don't know what he can do to correct that, though. Or I don't know what the offense can do if those other things aren't fixed first. Jameis Winston throwing that pass, it's the same result. The hate towards Watson, well, some of it might be warranted. It's not the thing that's holding back this offense. When you lead the NFL in pressures allowed and drops, maybe don't look at the quarterback first. Right? That's all I'm saying. Richard, we need Joe Flacco back. Why? That's just picked off by interception for Flacco then. What, is Flacco's football not bounce off Cooper's chest protector? Hit him in the chest. Like, Watson has plenty of things he can work on. He can't catch his own pass and he can't make blocks for himself. And those are things that are bigger issues right now for this offense.
A-Money edits. It hit him right in the chest. He catch it and go down, and he won't get hit.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that one. It hit him right in the numbers. And he just bobbled it, and it popped right up.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. They're out towards midfield. Dr. No is here. Minshew in the gun. Takes the snap. Throwing down the left sideline. Incomplete. He just overthrows Jacoby Myers, which would have been about a 25, 30-yard gain. Dr. No, good luck against the Titans. Dude, it's a perfect pass. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Under center. Minshew. RPO is caught by is a flag. I think this will be defensive pass interference. It was pretty disorganized. I think Minshew wanted to hand it off. It wasn't there, and he's like, all right, I'm chucking this to Jacoby Myers. Yeah, pass interference on the defense. First down, Raiders. Where's the PI? Am I just blind? Where's the PI? It can't be PI if the pass has not been thrown. 1st and 10 Raiders out to the Cleveland 48. Play action, roll out to the right. Minshew is harassed. He dumps it off to Jacoby Myers, who's tackled after a 13-yard gain. Desire Best, good to see you, my guy. You know it, my man. Oh, Denzel Ward nearly just breaks this up. Jim. Watson laughing and smiling with that defender after the pick makes me question things, though. I think you're misreading it, Jim. That's Christian Wilkins coming up to talk a bunch of shit to him. And I think there's a lot of people that respond to shit talking by just like laughing it off, like as in like you're funny for thinking this is the battle you want to start. That's just a competitive thing. 1st and 10, pitch for Zamir White goes for a yard. We see athletes all the time when they get got, kind of laugh and smile. Okay,
yep,
my turn next.
I also think it was like, oh yeah, haha, yeah, let's try again. Like it was
right.
Like a fake laugh.
Second and 9. Raiders at the Browns 35-yard line. Play fake again. Minshew, good pocket, checking it down, incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. This one's for you, Reed.
This is for me. It's going to be the ugliest game you've ever watched in college football. But both suck. I literally don't know. I would say
Take the Knowles.
I'm just going to take my Knowles.
There you go.
Because I hope they bench DJU by the time the game comes along.
Probably.
So then maybe they win.
3rd and 9 for the Raiders. We also have another $2 super chat in between those two. Snap, handoff. It's a run, and it's a first down run. I'm going to end the stream. Alexander Madison on 3rd and 9 just got the first down and then some. This is downright embarrassing.
Dr. No saying, boo, Gators by a gazillion. Maybe by 3? I don't know. It's going to be an ugly game. Maybe uglier than this? Another run.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Raiders. They have put up 20 unanswered. I'm speechless. No one wants to tackle. Everyone's just kind of throwing limbs.
I mean, the game's not over, but they have the worst rush offense. And we're letting them run all over us.
Extra point's good. It feels over. I'll say this. If they don't score on this next series, it's not even a time thing. It's just a momentum thing. It's over if they don't score here. Like, it's not over if you just go down 10 in the fourth quarter, but, like, if you can't get some momentum back, it's over. This is just embarrassing. Defense is just folding like cards right now. All of them. And it sure doesn't help that we have receivers dropping passes and the offensive line being a turnstile far too often. This sounds like a Raiders fan indeed. Don't know what else I can add to the conversation. I got nothing. I mean, it's not even a play calling thing. It's just, if you don't catch the pass, I don't know how you're going to move the ball at all. If we really want to get into specifics, let's start focusing in on Jerry Jeudy. He's been the only consistent receiver this entire year. So let's start by getting Jeudy the football more. Max Nikolenko and Papa T. TKU Wills. Just crushing right now. Well, time to bring the old Factory of Sadness t-shirt out of retirement. I mean, if they don't come back to win this game, and here's the thing though, even if they do come back to win, in order to come back to win, it's going to have to be one of those Raiders meltdowns, Dustin Hopkins 55-yarder, and we're like, a win's a win. Guys, you played the Raiders without Devontae Adams and Max Crosby, and you gave up 20 unanswered. I don't see a way where if the Browns win this game, any of us really smile much. We're just like, whew. I guess we'll consider ourselves lucky. Papa T. Where the F is our D line? So disappointing. On PTO, evidently. Not here. I just cannot circle back enough to how the Raiders' ground game has made, like, the Raiders' ground game was so far the worst in the NFL. It wasn't even close. And to let the Browns be the team that gets it on track is embarrassing to the point where you're like, I feel like we just got beat by a bunch of teenage girls. I love when they do the Spanish radio calls because it's, in Spanish, but like with a Spanish or Mexican accent, but then they Americanize it when they say the player's name. You know what I mean? It's normal. It's not normal. It's like Hispanic accent, DJ Turner. And it's like, did someone just like tap in? 1st and 10. Snap to Watson. He dumps it off over the middle to his tight end for a gain of 5. 2nd down coming up. I wouldn't be mad, by the way, if the Browns didn't pass if the Browns didn't run it another time. There's nothing there. You're wasting all of our time. Oh, they run it with Jerome Ford. Gets about 5 yards. Way to prove me wrong, O-line and Ford. 1st and 10 Browns. First and 10 for the Browns. Gotta go Judy. Like, clearly Cooper can't be relied on right now. So Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. This is going to be an illegal shift on Amari Cooper. He dumps it off. I mean, I could spot this a mile away. Cooper's not set when this ball gets snapped.
This isn't Canadian football. He's moving forward.
I don't know how they continue to screw this up. It's nearly October. I'm not sure if this is a thing on Watson. Like, maybe he shouldn't snap it until Cooper gets set. But
I think it's Cooper moving forward.
It's a 15-yard swing. You're going back 5 yards instead of going forward 10 yards. 1st and 15. Watson in the gun. Takes the snap. Watson's going to get sacked.
That was 0 time.
He had
Didn't even
0
have
time.
To look up.
It's 2nd and a mile now. He brings in Ford to be a blocker here. I don't think Ford actually blocks anyone. Second and 23. Watson in the gun. Snap. 4-man rush. Throwing. Caught. Jerry Jeudy. Gain of about 13 yards. It'll be about 3rd and 10-ish. Third and 12. Dr. No. I'll donate $50 if the Browns score a touchdown this drive. Dr. No, you are keeping your 50. 3rd and 12. Is it 4-down territory, you guys? Snap to Watson. No, he's sacked. It's not anymore. Keep your 50, Dr.
Keep
No.
your 50, Dr. No. That's staying in your
Let's
pocket.
watch this. Like, I don't know where Watson could even go with the football here. Like, it's 3rd and a mile, so you don't have any short route concepts, right? Browns punt it away with 90 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Return starts at the 10, cross the 15, cross the 20, tackle just shy of the 25. So, Raiders football when we return. Browns defense simply needs a takeaway. Like, a stop won't be enough, I don't think. You're going to need momentum, and you're going to need excellent field position. Now, today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. One thing I really like about Game Time is they offer the Game Time guarantee. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. 20-10 Raiders over the Browns. Super Chat menu. Good vibes are gone. So if anyone's trying to bring them back, $20 Super Chat roulette wheel spin. Remember, if you send a $10 Super Chat in, you get added to our Browns Report Week 4 football. We'll do that duck race read at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Whoever sends in the largest Super Chat is the MVP. They're going to get a Browns jersey of their choice and a Chat Sports hat. Right now, the largest Super Chat belongs to Mike Dibble at 100 bones. So that's kind of the number to beat to become the MVP for today's watch party. But appreciate all of you guys that are able to Super Chat and support the channel. Thank you so much. If you can't, not a problem. I do ask you just like the video because that's completely free. And we're 13 likes away from 500 likes. He's him, loves to, I would say, I guess, kind of get under my skin. Stir the pot. Let's call it stir the pot. We'll catch up on these Super Chats in just a second. Should we make this the live poll? Let that decide the election. 1st and 10. Minshew hands it off to White, who gets about 2 yards. You guys want to bench, like Don Preston, bench Watson. For what? Like, what has he done to get benched? You're misguided in your frustration. Josh, no Crosby, no Adams. This is embarrassing. 110%. Like, even if they somehow eke out a win here, which I'm not trying to say is happening, I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm going to be disappointed. 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. Minshew hands it off to White, who gets 7 yards. This is why they're going to lose here. The Raiders' run game will single-handedly win this game for Las Vegas. 3rd and 1 when we start the 4th quarter, most likely. What's the roulette spin? Let's show them at the end of the quarter. Raiders line up to go for it. Watch Myles Garrett jump off sides. They can just run out the quarter. And that is the quarter. So, 4th quarter will begin with the Raiders leading up Raiders leading by 10 with the football and 3rd and 1. Dr. No, what's the roulette spin? Let's show him the roulette spin. It probably will be more exciting than anything the Browns are going to do in the fourth quarter. They were up 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. They've gone 20-0 Raiders in quarters 2 and 3. Here's our roulette wheel. It's raffle entries for the Week 4 football, or it's dog bowls. Are we ready? Spin that wheel, baby. Dr. No gets 3 free raffle entries, or 3 raffle entries. I understand where people are coming from with their frustration with the offense, and it all stems from the quarterback. And, hey, Watson could be doing a better job to, elevate those around him. It doesn't seem like there's anything that you can point to as, hey, a different quarterback would have done better here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard to be like, oh, if we put Winston in, we're going to win.
Yeah.
That just won't happen. Like, Jameis Winston won't be able to do anything because DeJuan Jones can't block a fly.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
And at the same time, I'm not saying, Deshaun Watson's perfect, because he's not, and maybe he's missed some throws, but he's been pretty good today. And he does hit his wide receiver right in the chest, and it bounces up, and they intercept it. So it's like,
if you want to assign blame to Watson, if you know your offensive line is struggling, maybe you want to find a way to get the ball out quicker and not take the sack. But someone's got to be open. You want him to check it down on 3rd and a mile? 3rd and 1 for the Raiders at their own 34-yard line. Minshew under center. It's a handoff. Ball! Ball still loose. Scooped up. Go! Yes! Rodney McLeod! Yes! Touchdown, Rodney McLeod! Scoop and score! Let's go! Rodney McLeod! That ball was a hot potato. Falls to the hands of number 12. Isaiah McGuire's the guy that pops this ball free. It goes to Tomlinson for a moment, and then McLeod just moves down the sideline for 6. What did I say?
I was just about to say,
Browns,
what did you say?
needed a takeaway.
You needed a takeaway. Oh, but a takeaway for 6.
Let's go.
It's not over. The energy's back. Come on.
Unreal.
It's not over.
Extra point, he missed it. Oh, Hopkins missed the extra point. Rodney McLeod. First defensive score of the year. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Obviously, this game gets somewhat turned around right now with an unexpected defensive score. You know everything I said earlier about if the Browns win, I won't be happy? I take it all back. Give me a win, baby.
Well, if that doesn't happen, then we're not happy. It's just like, we needed that. We needed that big time.
We have some super chats, though.
Yes.
Let's keep the good vibes going, though. 547 likes. Let's get to 600 for, you know what? If there is one team in the NFL to put up back-to-back, like, defensive scores against them, it would be the Raiders. They scream fumble 6 into pick 6 kind of vibes. Jim Miro, watching other teams play, it's like two different sports. Looks similar to the Brandon Weeden days. Once again, Raiders busting out of a slump versus guess who? Yeah, I mean, listen, Jim, I completely understand everything you just said there, and you're not wrong. But Ryan McLeod might just save the day for us, Jim, so let's hold out hope for a little bit longer. Joshua Miller, why are the first 15 to 10 planned plays so successful and seems to go downhill from there? I would love to see our first quarter stats versus the other 3 quarters. Watson tends to improve as the game goes along, just historically speaking. So I'm not quite on the same page with you, Josh, about like the first 15-10 plays are the best for the Browns. It wasn't like last year against the Ravens. I know that's just one game, but if the Browns have showed us anything in the last 3 years, it's that they'll come from behind. They'll blow a lead. Like they are not a predictable team week to week. So I'll search for those first quarter stats for you, Josh, for this year, and we can compare them to the other 3 quarters.
They're probably the most inconsistent team in the NFL.
I would agree.
Beat the Ravens and then get swamped by the Panthers at home. Like what?
Josh, fumble 6. Hopkins kicks it off. Return starts at the 5. Cross the 25, and that's where it ends. Big hit, and the Raiders' return man is down. He is going to need some medical attention. So let's check out the missed extra point. Hole looks good. I'm not really sure if the color guy's like joking or is he being genuine when he says it's on the plant leg. I won't pretend to be a kicker savant to know. So McAllister is injured for the Raiders, and they send us to commercial for that injury. Yeah, let's get ourselves to 600 likes. Let's keep the good vibes train rolling. And remember, at the 2-minute warning, we're going to do a raffle for our Week 4 game ball. So a $10 super chat gets you added to that raffle. Is he a former kicker? Oh, is it Jay? No. I think Jay Feely's in the booth, but I don't think that was Jay Feely talking there. I know Jay Feely's voice. The missed kick is definitely big. I almost want to call it a blessing in disguise, and that sounds really dumb, but hear me out. To me, if this game goes to overtime, it's got Raiders win all over it. It's got, big play, Raiders celebration, and we're like, man, that comeback was for nothing. Now the Browns need a touchdown to take the lead, unless the Raiders get a field goal, and then it's a touchdown to tie. So I'm okay with this. It gives you a little bit more of a fighter's mentality if it comes down to the last drive to get 6, not 3. Yeah. We are trying to get ourselves to 37,500 for the end of our watch party today. So if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Lock yourself in for the best free Browns YouTube content out there. Red Zone Peak. Chiefs 10, Chargers 10. Josh, do we go for 2 if we score a touchdown? Not 4. We want to get a 7 point. Nah. Right? If you get 6 here, it's 20. No, I would just go up 23-20. I'd go 23-20. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. The return man for the Raiders is walking into the locker room. So Raiders football, start of the fourth quarter essentially. It's another run, and this is going to go for 2 yards. That is like, I wouldn't say the most Raiders thing ever, but of course, like, when the Raiders get their run game going, it also comes at a price of they're going to fumble it too. It's like they can never quite have a complete game, which we can relate to a lot. Second and 8, Minshew in shotgun. Takes the snap. The blitz is picked up by Brock Bowers, or dish out to Brock Bowers on the blitz. First down, Las Vegas. Out to the Las Vegas 42. Just the first round pick, second grab of the day. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Snap to Minshew. He throws down the right sideline, incomplete. Just him and Myers not on the same page in terms of what kind of route it was. I think Minshew thought it might be a back shoulder, kind of a deep curl maybe, just kind of work your way back. Jacoby just kept running to the end zone. Second and 10. Ooh. Minshew. In the gun. Snap. Throw to the left. This is caught. Gain of about 8. And that'll bring up third and short right around the 50. Chance to get off the field. Third down. Come on, defense. Make a stop. Make a stop. Spam those threes. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Big
Spam
stop.
those threes.
Let's just get a stop. Just get off the freaking field.
Minshew, under center.
What?
Snap. Play fake.
Play fake.
He's sacked.
He's sacked.
Down he goes.
Let's go.
Myles Garrett gets to the quarterback for the second time. Katana strike. Man, play action, thinking you might catch the Browns defense sleeping. Here's the issue with play action against Myles Garrett. You are wasting time for him to get to the quarterback, right? You are spending time as an offense faking the defense out with the play action, and the quarterback can't even begin to throw it until it's been probably 1.5 seconds. You're giving Myles Garrett 1.5 seconds to get to the quarterback before he can even begin to look downfield. Great punt by the Raiders. It's going to pin the Browns offense. The punter, Cole, had an awesome celebration. It's going to pin Cleveland's offense inside their own 10. Listen, Watson, he's got a chance right now, but it's not just on one player. Like, sure, he's going to take a brunt of the credit and the blame. But Watson right now with a good chance to really win some brownie points with the fan base. He just needs Cooper to catch the ball and DeJuan Jones to make a block. First and 10. I can't get over Raiders fans. It's Halloween every day for them. From the 5, Watson in shotgun, 95 yards away from being a hero. Watson dumping it out to Jerome Ford, who's going to get about a yard.
I'm scared of that missed extra point.
Again, I feel like if this game went to overtime, it's a guarantee win for the Raiders. So now they need 6. Okay. You don't just like sit back a little bit going, well, we just need a field goal. I know it's dumb, but I think it changes the mentality and the approach. Second and 8. Snap to Watson. Throwing. Caught Amari Cooper on the slant. First down. Pickup of 10. Good throw. Good catch. Browns get out of the shadow of the end zone, which is really big. Good catch by Coop as well. He has to go low for that pass. First and 10. Cooper's lining up off sides. Okay. Snap to Watson. He's going to avoid a sack. Throw over the middle. Cooper, wide open. Holes call. Touchdown! Yes!
Oh, my God!
Amari Cooper! Browns take the lead! Yes! What? There's a penalty on the Browns. Where's the hold? Where's the hold? Where's the hold?
That's terrible.
Where's the hold? That's not a hold.
That's a perfect block right there. And then he lets him go as soon as he runs. Look, lets him go. That is awful.
The referees just stole a touchdown from
That
Cleveland.
Is awful. Oh my God.
I'm speechless. I'm like waiting for we're reviewing this play, but it's not coming. Timeout Raiders. They just stole a touchdown from Cleveland. He does it. He literally lets him go.
He lets him go.
How can it be a hold if the guy hits Watson?
He hit Deshaun Watson.
First and 19. Here we go. Watson checking it down to Jerome Ford, who is able to motor his way for about 8 yards. Okay, fine. It's behind us.
Playing against the Raiders and the refs.
2-on-1. Second and 10. Snap to Watson. Good pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. And Watson with his legs gets about 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. Third and 2. Watson's in the pistol. I think Watson audibled out of a run here. He gets in the shotgun now. Third down. Snap as the play clock gets to 0. Throws on the slant. Incomplete. And the referees just fucked the Browns. I don't know what else to say. They invented a hold to wipe away a touchdown. I'm truly in shock right now. All right, defense, need another stop. Bojorquez punts it away. Great punt. Oh, it's going to bounce into the end zone. It was almost too good of a punt. So 1st and 20 Raiders. 1st and 10 Raiders at the 20. Need a stop. We have some super chats to catch up on here. I'm not going to get past that hold. He's him. We got ballot counting from he's him. Appreciate the civil duties he's him on leading the election process for us. With Bryce Young benched, who's now the worst quarterback in the NFL? Kind of just going through all of them. But let me think for a second, Josh. Handoff on the run, and it's a first down for Madison. Alexander Madison gets about 17 yards out towards the Las Vegas 40. Bo Nix is in the chat. I guess as a rookie, he's probably been, he just threw his first touchdown pass of the year today. So, from a number standpoint, yeah, that seems like a very viable option. Dude, Trevor Lawrence has been really bad. Tough to say out loud, but he's been bad. I mean, he's been worse than Watson, so if anyone's gunning for Watson to be the worst, I'd say Nix and Lawrence just from a stats perspective. They've been worse. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Martin Emerson got injured on the last play. Nate, I'll always be disgusted with our franchise for selling our souls to sign Watson. We let our savior walk, and we wasted our contending window as a team. Nate, if you don't like the Watson transaction, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I think you are misguided to believe that Baker Mayfield would be the same person he is today if he never left Cleveland. I don't think he would have gotten to where he is right now in Tampa without some rough times in Carolina and LA. And I think he'd be the first one to tell you that too. 1st and 10 run for the Raiders is going to be a loss of 1. I just think you are connecting too many dots to go, oh, Baker would have had 347 yards with the Browns today. Now, I don't think Baker's as good as he is right now if he does not leave the Browns and get a big slice of humble pie. I do appreciate the super chat, though, Nate. Second and 10. Minshew in shotgun. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw. Out. God, make a tackle, guys. Gain of 6. It should have been just a gain of 2. Who was that? One of the Browns DBs just throws his body at the tight end. Wrap up. 3rd and 3, you have a chance to get off the field now. From the Las Vegas 45, 3rd down and 3. They passed it last time in this scenario. It was a sack. Let's see what they do this time. I'm guessing they're going to run it. Minshew under center. And they're going to let the play clock get all the way to 0 and call a timeout. So try to get the Browns to jump. I'll be honest, I don't really like that decision for the Raiders. You got 1 timeout left for the last 6 minutes of the game. If the Browns were to score again, you leave your offense with 1 timeout, all because you wanted to get them to jump here? That's a questionable decision by Antonio Pierce. Just run your play. See if they jump. If they don't, okay. You also give the Browns defense, 30 seconds to really catch their breath, reset, and get some fresh legs to chase the offense. 3rd and 3, and now Minshew lines up in shotgun. He's got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Minshew in the gun. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Minshew, incomplete. Incomplete. Pressure was coming quickly, and Madison just can't quite hold on. I'm not even sure if Madison catches this, he gets the first. It would have been close. Myles Garrett, if he catches it, he might get the first, he might not. So 4th and 3, Soul Train. Refs make a weird call every time they play. So the Raiders punt it back to Cleveland. Fair catch is made at the 10-yard line. So the Browns basically just kind of wasted 2.5 minutes. And they get the ball back right around where they were a moment ago. I need a ball don't lie moment here. I need an Amari Cooper specific touchdown. While they're at commercial break, I'm going to tell you guys one more time about our great sponsor today, which is Game Time. You see, Game Time is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams like the Browns or the Guardians or the Cavs play live even easier. One thing I really like about Game Time is their all-in pricing option. Toggling this feature shows you the total upfront cost with no surprise fees at checkout. But like I said, Game Time Picks is a great feature because it filters out the fluff to only show you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Okay. Browns football. 6 minutes to go. 3 timeouts. I don't think it comes down to this drive or anything like that. But you probably have 2 more drives left. If you don't score here and you end up punting, you can get the ball back. You have 3 timeouts. But this, I mean, depending on how much time you chew up, this could be the last drive if you don't get a stop on defense. Jim, all you haters saying Watson is the worst quarterback in the NFL need to quiet down. He's the 3rd worst. Get your facts straight. We can go through the worst. I'm trying to think like of all 32 starting QBs. I think Bo Nix has probably been the worst through 4 weeks. Which, it's a rookie, so like you shouldn't read too much into that. Who do we say was 2nd worst? Who's the other quarterback we mentioned? We said Bo Nix. Who was the other guy that was? Gardner Minshew hasn't been very good, but I don't know if he's been the 2nd worst quarterback in the NFL.
I don't know. Will Levis?
Oh, Will Levis has been bad. Oh, we said Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
You blind quarterback resume. Yikes. 1st and 10. I like the Will Levis, too. Watson, shotgun snap on 1st and 10. Screen to Jerome Ford. He is tackled from behind, gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Will Levis is definitely entertaining. That is for sure. Daniel Jones is an option. Yeah, Will Levis. That probably number 1. 2nd and 5. Watson in shotgun. Takes the snap. And he's going to run with it and gets about a yard. Looked like either an RPO or, yeah. He's going to read the linebackers on this RPO. It's a good decision not to give it to Jerome Ford. He would have been dropped for a 3-yard loss. So he gets 1 yard out of it. 3rd and 4. Watson in shotgun. It's Halloween 24/7 in Las Vegas. Bunch formation. Play clock at 0. Snap to Watson. Throwing deep to Judy. Incomplete. Man. Jeudy nearly had it, but the safety comes in and breaks it up. It's a great throw. Just Jeudy, and understandably so, just can't quite hang on as the helmet goes right to Judy's hands. So now the Browns have to punt it right back. A very short series, like 90 seconds. But now you are going to have to start investing timeouts to get the ball back. Bojorquez flips the field. Good punt. And it's going to bounce. Get to it. Get to it. Gosh, come on. Touchback.
Where is everybody?
I don't know where everyone was. That ball hung around forever. Oh, that would have been huge. Hit him inside the 5. Oh, okay. Remember, Papa T's $10 Super Chat serves as a reminder. At the 2-minute warning, we're going to do a duck race for our Week 4 game ball. So if you want to get entered into that duck race, $10 Super Chat, and we'll add you to the list. They're eating the dogs. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 20. Just under 5 to play. Minshew under center, pitches to the left, cut down immediately by JOK, loss of 4. 2nd down and 14. Tackling with your shoulder, catching with one hand. Who coaches that shit? I'd sit him. Bad fundamentals. Matthew rocks, Reed sup. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that need to get corrected in practice, and unfortunately it's been like a month of that. So not sure when that's going to happen, but it needs to happen. 2nd and 15. This is the series to make a stop, right? You get it 2nd and long here. Can't let him get a 1st down and take off more time. It's a throw for Minshew that's broken up by Denzel Ward. Great coverage by 21. Stops the clock, 3rd and 15. Emerson's being evaluated for a head injury, likely a concussion. So Cam Mitchell is probably filling in right now. 2,000 people tuned in, sub for Dubs. Let's get a stop. Let's get the ball back here. 3rd and 15. What do the Raiders want to do? You want to run or you want to pass? You want to burn 45 seconds of clock or do you want to try and get the 1st? It's a pass and it's caught for nothing. Loss of 1 probably on the play. So 4th and 16, 4th and 15, the Raiders go backwards 5 yards. And they are going to give the ball back to Cleveland with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds and all 3 timeouts. So, like I said earlier, Browns probably had 2 drives left in them. 4th and 15, and the Raiders are going to let this clock, I would assume, wind all the way down before snapping it at about the 3-minute 20 mark. So it'll probably be at 3 minutes for the Browns. Oh, the Raiders don't let all the time go off the clock. Big punt from the Raiders. Prochet starts to return from the 19 across the 20. 25, cut down at the 30. With 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. Pretty average starting field position for Watson with all 3 timeouts. And a chance to be an all-time hero. Sub for Dubs. Let's go. Let's get the good times rolling. Starting now.
We lost some subscribers, but now we can gain them back.
1st and 10. Watson lines up in shotgun. From his own 31-yard line. Takes the snap. Watson over the middle. Incomplete for Cooper. Just not quite on target. 2nd and 10. Oh. 2nd and 10. Snap to Watson. Good pocket. Throwing over the middle. That's caught Jerry Jeudy. Gain of 15. First down out to the Cleveland 45-yard line. There we go. There we go. Under 3 minutes to go and counting. Again, plenty of time with 3 timeouts. Right now the priority is yards, not clock. Ooh, good catch by Jeudy, too. That pass was a little bit behind him. Good concentration by number 3. 1st and 10 Browns. Watson in the gun. Snap. Play fake. Good time. Watson climbing the pocket. He wants to run with it. And Watson with his legs gets about 4 yards. 2:24. You got the 2-minute warning coming up. You got 2nd and 6 here. Yeah, Allen's been awesome for the Jets so far, Josh. Spot on. 2nd and 6. Right around the 50. You need a touchdown. Watson in shotgun. Snap. Handoff. Jerome Ford. He is going to break a tackle. Ford gets the first down and more. Ford inside the 30, inside the 20. Ford to the 15. Yes! First down Cleveland. All the way to the 16-yard line. 2-minute warning up next. That's a great broken tackle. And look at Akins clearing the way. There we go. Last call. $10 super chat to get entered into the duck race we're about to do for the Week 4 game ball Browns Raiders. Last call, $10 super chat. Okay. Come on, offense. Punch this in. Punch this in. Let's just do it after the game. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do the duck race after the game. I'm too much, obviously, invested in the last 2 minutes here.
I think the duck race can wait.
Duck race is going to wait. It's always a good idea before.
Agrees.
It's always a good idea before the game. Like 2-minute warning, no big deal. And you're like, actually, I can't handle this right now. We can add Brian Henning to it. Ford trying to show his love for Chubb with that run. That was a Nick Chubb type run. Remember Chubb's 3-carry performance against the Raiders at the Coliseum in 2018? Let's get that guy back. Jeremy Stallman, $10 super chat. Dr. No. Brian, appreciate your super chat. Go Brownies. Jeremy put me in, coach. No. We're finally moving offensively here, Jeremy. I'll put you in the starting lineup of the Browns Report cheer squad here. But I'm going to let Jerome Ford continue running back duties after that run. Dr. No, will you chug a beer if they win? We'll do a dog bowl if the Browns win this game. Come on, offense. Mike Dibble, go Browns. Go Brownies, boys and girls. Come on. You want to cycle through these, Reed? And Peterson with a $10 super chat. Not my burner. Hands are here. Okay. 1st and 10. Inside the game time red zone. Watson from the 16 in shotgun. Takes the snap. Oh my gosh, he wasn't even ready for it. He has to jump on it. It's a loss of 7. Oh, Nick Harris snapped this ball early, I think. Clock's running. It's a loss of 7. Thank goodness Watson was able to fall on the football. Jeez, come on. 2nd and 16. Can't really have that. I'm not worried about the time. I'm more worried about the yardage. You got 3 timeouts. Watson on 2nd and 16. Takes the snap. Pass is batted down. I'll be honest. It's right now you wish this game was a field goal game. Didn't expect to find ourselves in 3rd and 16 after that run that quickly. 3rd and 16, it's 4-down territory here. You got to get some yardage. You got to make it 4th and 8, 4th and 9. Don't try and get it all. If it's 4th and 16, it's done. Got to get half of it. Snap to Deshaun. He throws. Caught! Amari Cooper on 3rd and 16. He gets about, 12 yards. It'll be 4th and short. Call a timeout. Call a timeout. You got to get the right play call here. It's 4th and 3. They're going hurry up. They want to preserve their timeouts just in case they don't get it to get a stop and get the ball back. I don't know about that. 4th and 3. The Browns are going to line up to go for it, of course, from the 10-yard line. 45 seconds and counting. Watson, hard count. And now the Browns call a timeout. Okay. That's all right. Like, I think the idea of saving your timeouts for a defensive stop with under a minute to go is just bad. Call a timeout and get the exact play call in and make sure everyone's in the right spot. Go Browns, Dibble. With no timeout, this is a blasphemy idea. Yeah. Okay, this is the game here. Like, there's no topic of save the timeouts for the defense. What, so you can get the ball down 4 with 30 seconds left at your own 20? This is the game right here. Comes down to this, 3 yards to win or lose. 4th and 3. Watson in the gun. Takes the snap. Watson pressured. He's sacked. That's the game. That's the game. Watson sacked, turnover on downs. Let's watch it, see if anyone's open. What are we looking at here? Ball's got to come out. Quickly, the pocket. Listen, you can't take a sack. You got to give yourself a chance. And this isn't me just trying to defend Watson. I'm not quite sure where that ball could have gone. Like, it's hard to judge from that angle. Ball's got to come out, but Browns are going to fall to 1 and 3. Jeremy, I see you. We're going to do the add Liana right now to the raffle. Instant reaction. I know the blame's going to go on Watson. I don't think this is the game where you point to and blame Watson. Like, Cooper's got to make that one catch. Hopkins has to make that extra point. Offensive line continues to give up way too many pressures. Are the things Watson has to improve on? Without a doubt. I mean, I'd like to see him at least get the ball out of his hands at the end. Maybe you get a flag. You just can't take a sack. But I just don't know like how you can watch this game and think the biggest problem on the field is number 4. You put together a pretty good game. Like, if not for a BS holding call, Browns are leading 23-20. Let's do the duck race so we can just... Man, this really kills the whole week. 1-3 and you feel like the season's over. Season feels like it's over. And at 1-3, it kind of is. 17 playoffs, so maybe you can scrape something together. The only optimism I can give you is the AFC North doesn't look all that this year. The Ravens play in an hour, but if I at the end of the day, losing to a Raiders team without Crosby and Devontae Adams is just inexcusable. And maybe this is the game that lights a fire under the Browns that should have been lit after last week. And the fact that it wasn't, for me, it just goes to show this team just might not be a destined team this year. Just doesn't feel like the Browns are in for a postseason. And I know the easy answer is to blame it all on Watson. Did you add the Venmo name I told you? Okay, perfect. Yep. Okay. So we're going to do the duck race for our football right now. And then we'll get into our post-game show. For me, if we really want to get into, as the Ducks send them whenever you're ready, if we really want to get into the X's and O's of, blame distribution, I don't think Watson is the number one guy to blame after this. I'd like to see him maybe, make some big plays, of course, and, look like that $230 million quarterback. But the fact is, you can't blame him if Amari Cooper drops a catch. You can't blame him if the offensive line gets a holding penalty or gives up pressures. You can blame him for, holding on to the ball for too long. He was pretty accurate with the football today. I feel like the blame does not start with Watson today. Of course, when the offense produces 16 points, or not even 16, 7 points, 10 points, we could put some blame on the quarterback. 10 seconds here. Who's going to win? Oh, we have a late push. 3. Look at Dibble. Dibble is going to come away with the biggest super chat and the game ball. Mike Dibble cleaning up. I guess when you send a $100 super chat in, you get all those duckies. You get a good shot at that. Again, this is not a me and Watson should kiss. This is just an honest reaction to what we have seen from the offense so far. Obviously, if the team's not playing well and it starts with the offense, which has been most of the time, although the defense today was embarrassing, the quarterback's going to shoulder the quarterback is going to shoulder most of the blame. And if you think Watson's the biggest problem and you take him out and put in Jameis Winston, I don't think we're seeing a different result. I don't. So, we're going to get into our post-game show here. Dibble, you've got my email, but just in case you lost it, email me, Matthew at Chat Sports. We're going to, can we catch up on the super chat super quickly and then just jump into the post-game show? I understand. Yeah, Ricky, we cannot score 20 points. listen, when the offense scores 10 points, like, there's got to be a lot of blame that gets placed on Watson, and deservingly so. But, like, how is he supposed to catch his own passes? You know what I mean? When Cooper drops that pass that turns into an interception, that really feels like something you can point to as like, well, that's kind of where the game went away for Cleveland. Because the Raiders quickly turned that into points, and those points really mattered in this game. Offensive line can't hold blocks, too many pressures. It was better today, I felt like. I did think it was better. But on 4th and 3, every single route was in the end zone, it looked like. You just need 3 yards. Again, it's hard to make a concrete opinion on a play when you just watch it twice on TV. So when the All-22 comes out, we'll revisit that play and see what was going on. But got to get the ball out. Like, you just can't take a sack on 4th down. Just don't even give yourself a chance at all. But very quickly that pocket collapsed, and he was forced to bounce it outside where there was nothing else. And that holding call was bullshit for sure. 100%. They need Nick Chubb back because they can't get much going on the ground outside of like 1 or 2 plays the entire game. They get one. It's like the Browns are allotted one good run. And whenever it happens, it's like, well, that's their only good run for the game. And if it hasn't happened going into the 4th, like, well, you know they're going to get one good run. Okay. Ready to run through some of these super chats and then jump into our post-game show? Okay. At least Tennessee did not play on Saturday, Dr. No, but I appreciate the half-glass full approach. Nate, the Raiders are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. Hard time being optimistic right now. Got to win all the division games to stay alive. Yeah, Nate, couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Nothing to add to this either. You're spot on. Alex from the UK. Browns can't put 2 good seasons together. Simple. Yeah, I mean, the Stefanski experience was like 2020 playoffs, 2021 injured Baker, 2022 kind of looked good, but then just like fell apart towards the end. 2023 playoffs, 2024 we're down. 100%, Mr. Church, 100%. Mike, we might win 5 or 6 games. With the way they're looking right now, 100%. They're 1-3. Like, they're no closer to 5 wins than any other team. Well, that doesn't make sense. But, yes. They definitely look like a 5-6 team for sure. They are playing like a 5-6 team. They do not look like a good team. Dr. No, does size matter? It's a $1 million question that a lot of pharmaceutical companies have been trying to prove yes. Dr. No, appreciate your super chat. And then Soul Train. Yeah, Soul Train does raise a good point here. And this might be a slight glimmer of hope. The Browns just might be allergic to beating the Raiders. 5th straight loss against Vegas, all weird games. Especially the last one. Remember, was it Nick Mullins who played? I'm pretty sure it was Nick Mullins. It was 2021, Coco, Derek Carr, I think Nick Mullins. Dibble, I saw your email. I'll talk to you after the post game's over. Okay, let's break this down. Yep, a new one from Soul Train. I understand that all people want to talk about is like they could have had Baker. I maintain the belief that you can't say that Baker is the same quarterback he is right now if he just stays with Cleveland the whole time. Like, would things be better? Let's say probably. Like, they weren't good in 2021. Yeah. That's a big what if. But I think Baker needed to go and play in Carolina and LA to get where he is right now. Like, are we gonna forget that Baker existed? Because that was a really bad Baker. Okay. Are we ready to break it down? Okay, here we go. Browns lose to the Raiders 20-16, falling to 1-3. This was a game you had to win. There's no other way around it. No Devontae Adams, no Max Crosby, and the offense and the defense, because the defense is playing this really annoying game of playing well at the end to kind of cover up how bad they were at the beginning. And it's driving me insane. Like, Rodney McLeod scoop and score, defense played their tail off, gave the Browns the ball back at the end. Yeah, you're right. They also let the Raiders run all over them when the Raiders' run game was on pace to be the worst run game in NFL history. So that should probably count against the defense a little bit. But of course, like every single Browns game this year, the main topic of conversation is Deshaun Watson. I don't care if this is unpopular or what. I don't think Watson played all that poorly. It wasn't wildly inaccurate, the football. 24 for 32. Sure, 176 yards is nothing to write home about. That one interception is just on Amari Cooper. I maintain the same point in the same position I've had since week 1 against Dallas. Is Watson helping the cause? Not particularly well, but is he the biggest problem? Far from it. Like, he can't catch his own passes. Amari Cooper has to make that grab. It's not his fault when Nick Harris gets called for holding, which was a BS call. But when DeJuan Jones can't hold a block for more than a half a second, I'm not quite sure what you want Watson to do, other than just be superhuman. And listen, if that's your expectation for him, I can see where you're coming from, given the contract and the trade, and I get that, especially when you see other quarterbacks be superhuman. And that's a fair gripe to have, that Watson hasn't been good enough. But Watson, to me, is not the problem offensively. If there is a list of issues to make, I'm starting with, today, drops. Like, if Amari Cooper doesn't drop that football, the Raiders don't turn around with an interception and add more points. And points that would end up winning the game. Like, that's something where you can really point to. Is it frustrating to see Watson not lift everyone up around him given his contract that you should award to someone who is so immensely talented that they can play amongst all of that? Yeah, I get that. And you're not wrong for that feeling at all. But that doesn't mean that he can catch his own passes, right? It doesn't mean he can make his own blocks from the offensive line. We just got to call it what it is. He's not playing like a superhero, but he's not getting a lot of help to play decently well. So if you want to bench Watson, you just don't like him as a person, and I get that. But the idea of Jameis Winston coming in to play any better is outlandish. Jameis would get smoked behind this offensive line. You think Jameis gets the ball out quickly? You think Jameis makes good decisions with the football? He's in the 30 for 30 club. He threw 30 interceptions in the season, guys. But the defense. It is time to talk about the defense. The defense was so good last year that this year's slow start for their standards kind of got swept under the rug a little bit because everyone wants to talk about Watson. This right here is a fireable offense. 29 carries, 152 yards. The Raiders averaged 55 yards a game coming into this week. They tripled it against the Browns. And most, soul-crushing was that Alexander Mattison 3rd and 9 run when you could have gotten off the field and you let them on 3rd and 9. That's how little they thought of the Browns' run defense. 3rd and 9, and Joe Woods just goes, peekaboo, I'm back. And they pick up a first down. Let's switch gears and talk about, no, we'll stay on the defense. We'll talk about the run game next and other things. Denzel Ward, he's still good. Myles Garrett, with one leg, is the best player on defense, and that's no surprise. Everyone else, show me you're worth something. I got Rodney McLeod getting a sticker for a scoop and score, so he passes. Isaiah McGuire, saw more snaps today, I feel like, than any other game other than Week 18 last year. But JOK's making plays, but he's also missing some plays here and there. But the plays he does make up for the plays he misses. Everyone else, I'm left waiting and looking. Just feels like no one else on defense wants to make a play. The defense needs to be held accountable. Giving up 20 points to a Devontae Adams-less Raiders offense that could not run the ball to save their life is something that should sit on their mind all flight long. That is going to make people nauseous in Berea when they rewatch the film. And now they get ready for 2 more road games, flying back home across the country to Cleveland, setting themselves up for Washington and then Philadelphia. But plenty of work to do before those 2 games where the Commanders are rolling right now. It's not a good time to go play them. And the Eagles, while they're not really clicking on all, firing on all cylinders, I still don't want to play with my food with that talented of a roster. More thoughts and reactions from this game in just a moment, but today's show is made possible thanks to Game Time. You see, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Just some quick injuries that happened in the game, and we'll wait for updates. We saw Jordan Hicks leave in the first half and didn't see him return after that, so a big day for Devin Bush in his spot. Ethan Postic left, returned, and then left again. Nick Harris filled in at center, so you're already down Wyatt Teller. Then you lose your starting center. These aren't excuses, though. It's just, those are the updates. But by no means am I pardoning this loss because Jordan Hicks and Ethan Postic sustained injuries. Yeah, 53 pros on that sideline. Next man up. Those are the 2 big injuries that jumped out to me. Martin Emerson, he also suffered a head injury. Could be a concussion. I'm not sure. So my guess is he'll probably be in concussion protocol, and we'll go from there. But those are the 3 guys that jump out to me. Jerry Jeudy might be this team's number 1 wide receiver. In all honesty, if there's a moment where I'm like, hey, need a big first down, I kind of want the ball to go to 3. He's got the best hands on the team right now, it looks like. Cooper, I don't know what to make of this downfall. It's truly mind-blowing to see him, what looks like, fall off a cliff. And it really sucks because that should have been a touchdown, and that was such a ticky-tacky call on Nick Harris. And I'm sure Raiders Twitter is going to send me a million screenshots of but the left hand, fuck the left hand. If the defender runs into the quarterback right after he releases it, I don't think he held him very much. Let's talk about the run game. Going into this week, the Browns talked about getting Watson help, right? Offensive line, reduce the pressures, get the run game going. Jerome Ford, 10 carries, 58 yards. You had that long 35-yard run to get them in the red zone for the last series. It feels like the Browns are allotted 1 long run from Jerome Ford a week, and that's it. If it happens in the first quarter, everything after that, it will be 2 to 3 yards max. He leaves you wanting just enough to be we got that 1 Jerome Ford run, 10 carries, 58 yards, long at 35. If he doesn't have that 58 or 35-yard run, what's the math? He'd have 9 carries for 33 yards. So he'd be averaging 3.5 yards a carry. And then you have this. So you see the one long run for Ford and you feel like, okay, like this is workable. But that's the only good run he gives you all game. And I'm sure the offensive line is equally responsible. But damn it, it's been a long time without Nick Chubb. It's been over a year, and all we get is one big play from Ford, and everything else is a 3-yard run. It's just becoming too repetitive, predictable. So as we go ready for another week, I understand that the masses, the majority, are going to want to put blame on Watson. And I should have said this earlier. You can't take a sack on 4th and goal. Like, you at least got to give your receiver a chance, or for the referees, maybe throw a flag, defensive pass interference, right? You got to give your offense a chance, and taking a sack gives you a 0% chance. But that pocket blew up immediately, and very quickly he was under duress. So we can go back and watch the All-22. That, to me, doesn't seem like a simple enough play to just completely analyze because of the one or two replays we saw from the TV broadcast. But I saw 3 Browns defenders all on the left side of the end zone. 4th and 3, you just got to get 3 yards. I would love to have seen maybe some shorter route concepts. But that seems like a great play for David Njoku, of course. He has been missed, but that's it. That feels like the year. 20-16. Fall to 1-3. The only hope I feel like the Browns have is they haven't played a single AFC North game. The Bengals are 1-3. If the Ravens were to lose to the Bills, that puts them at 1-3. And the Steelers just lost today. They're 3-1. But I fear the Steelers the least out of all 4 or 3 other teams in the AFC North. So, a lot of football left, but man, 1-3 is a tough hill to climb. All right. Some super chats here. I'm just going to let that one breathe for itself, Dr. No. Max Nikolenko. I watched the Browns with this is why I didn't answer that last question, because of this. I watched the Browns with my son with the thought of we will lose, but if we win, it's a fun bonus. Sad. Sorry, Max and little Max. Yeah. For me, I feel like it ruins my week. Ben Broski, $2 super chat. Fire the offensive line coach because the line is... That's a fair thing to say, Ben. Andy Dickerson has not done a good job with his offensive line. We're going to sign off. Jerome Ford is underutilized. Guys, before that last run, he got 9 carries for 33 yards. I don't know how much more usage you want to give that. We will sign off. I do appreciate everyone for watching with us today. Try to put together a decent Sunday night. Go Brownies.